I was 19 years old, and I decided it would be best for my wife and myself and my daughter, who was on the way, for me to go in the Army. I served for 3 years and 3 months. I was making $3,500 a month. I was in Germany, and turns out she called me up one day and told me she had cheated on me. So I got divorced and the child support started. They set my child support payment rate to $400 a month. When I got back, I started working and trying to find every job I could. And I started to fall back behind on my payments because I wasn't making enough and I wasn't employed long enough.
In theory, debtors' prisons are illegal in this country, but in reality they exist right here in Georgia. The law says that before a judge can put someone in jail for failure to pay a debt, there has to be a judicial finding that that person's failure to pay was willful. Anytime that we are talking about depriving someone of his or her liberty, we really have to make sure that the process that we use to get to that result is fair.
I had a warrant out for me after the first month. I was arrested and I went to jail, and they asked me all sorts of questions. I was never told I was under arrest. I was placed in handcuffs, and I was never read my rights. So I did not know what rights I had incomplete. Of course, I've seen all these movies, but half that isn't true.
Well, I think the Georgia laws are broken. I mean, they're good intentions to help the children, but, you know, you've got a 24-year-old son that still has to live at home because he can't get enough work to pay his child support. And when he went to court, the judge asked him if he'd been looking for work, but he'd been locked up for 4 months. How's he supposed to look for work? And this is what the judge told me. And I got a little upset in the courtroom. I said, you know, that's ridiculous. That just makes no sense at all. How's a person supposed to look for work when they're sitting in a jail? And then you get free labor out of them, so the county doesn't pay for it, and nobody's getting anything but further in debt.
I'm not running from my responsibilities. It's the exact opposite. My daughter's about to be 5 years old, and honestly, I love her to death, and I'd do anything for her. Watch your fingers. You don't want to get bit. She currently lives with her mother, and I get joint custody, which I get to see her every other weekend. I'm trying to give her everything I can. Even though I can't make the payments, I try to do everything over here for her.
In many instances, jailing an indigent parent for his inability to pay child support is entirely counterproductive, because a parent can't work and pay child support while he's confined to the jail. So it impedes that parent's economic prospects. But perhaps more importantly, placing a parent in jail separates a parent from a child.
I hope with working in the fields I'll be able to pay my child support. I don't even keep money for a place to stay. We get paid by the truck, so the longer it takes us, the less money we earn. The state, instead of locking people up, should give people jobs or attempt to find them, because a lot of people can't find jobs. If somebody can't do the job and doesn't want to do the job, then they should be the ones going to jail, not the people who are willing to go.